The fourth and final section I want to look at for Digital Toolbox for the science teacher is simulations. I did a whole separate presentation on simulations. So if you go to this website, you can find the presentation that I gave for a whole hour and a half on simulations. I'm just going to give a brief synopsis of those. First of all, why would we want to use simulations? Well, in the NGSS science and engineering practices, you can see that they specifically call out computer simulations as something that a tool that students should use in science. So developing and using models, we need to use computer simulations. There's one free out there. It's called PhET Animations. They do a great job of creating simulations for a variety of different subjects. They're all free. One thing is that they're still working on converting all of their simulations to a format which can be used on any device. Right now, I would be a little bit cautious. Some of them you have to use a desktop computer in order for them to work. Chromebooks have to use one that's listed as HTML5. But really great free resource inside there. There's also lessons that have been made by other teachers that you can grab. So if you're worried about having students be accountable for work that's done on it, they have pre-written labs that are in there so that you can just have printouts. Students go to the computer lab and they're writing in like what their results are when they try things out on the animations. Another great site is Gizmos. However, this one's not free. This one is a paid service. So if you want to use this, you're going to have to go to your principal and ask for some money. For an individual teacher to use it for all of their students, let's say that you've got, several classes with 35 kids in them each. You can get a license for all of your classes. It runs about $800 for that for the school year. So if you can ask your principal for that kind of money, then maybe that's something you can use. If you want to try it out, there's a 30-day free trial. You can give Gizmos a try, see if it's really worth the money, and then see if you want to purchase it or beg your principal. One thing about Gizmos is that all of theirs are compatible with every single device. So if you have a Chromebook cart or something like that, all the Gizmos will work on that. So, and they have about 400 Gizmos, so there's quite a few to choose from. The last one that I want to point out is Smart Science. This is not really simulations. This is actually labs that have been recorded, and students have to go in there and put data points into the lab, so they're actually doing the lab along with the video. Again, this is not a free service. This is actually a little bit expensive, but it's a great tool if you have the money to afford it. So something you might consider. It runs approximately $10 per student, so a little bit expensive. But like I said, it actually is real labs that students do. And they have to record data, and it's all recorded on the website, and then you have access to grade that work all online. So it's a really nice resource. All the questions are pre-made. You don't have to really do anything with Smart Science. Also, going back to Gizmos, you do have lessons that can be passed out, like handouts that students can follow along, and they're pre-made labs already in with Gizmos. So in both of the cases, the free service, it's good, but you're relying on other teachers who have uploaded their own lessons on that. With Gizmos, they've had somebody who has professionally made it. Same thing with Smart Science. So you kind of, I guess you get what you pay for in that sense. All of these are great ways, though, for students to interact with computer simulations, which is part of the NGSS, so I encourage you to investigate them.